We're in January and it's time to crack on with another very busy month. We've Preston to start, then Liverpool in the first leg of the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup and Tottenham to follow. Brighton at home might also be today, or I might hold off until I've seen your feedback with regards which player you'd like me to sign on pre-contract. I don't know if these guys are available on pre-contract. No. Why it's recommending me these. I've asked for these. Must be players whose contracts are running out in 18 months time, because these guys at the bottom from Fatty downwards are all the ones that are on my shortlist. Leon Goretzka, he's not available on a pre, so I don't know why they're coming back to me with those players. Must be 18 months or so, but these are the players that are on my shortlist. You guys would have seen them in yesterday's episode, and I'm recording this one before you've seen that, so I'll wait for your feedback as to what to do before recording tomorrow's episode. But they're my options. Of course, it depends on if you want to see a Champions League only Season 8, which I'm pretty sure that you guys will want that. But we're going to crack on with the first game against Preston at home in the FA Cup. We shall sim it and we should win it. And I'm sure we will. Side is more than strong enough to see off Preston North End. And we should go through to the next round of the FA Cup, which I think is going to be scheduled in that free Saturday towards the end of the month. Please don't go to a replay, for crying out loud. Jarrod Bowen with his 98 finishing gives us a 1-0 lead after 38 minutes, and hopefully we can add to it. Indeed we have. Tyler Adams grabs another. Bowen then misses a penalty. He's done that quite a bit this season, actually, Jarrod Bowen. I'm surprised. Thankfully it hasn't yet cost us a game, but I might have to look into player roles and move that penalty taking responsibility in the reserve side to someone else, because at present he keeps missing penalties, Sarah Bowen, and it eventually will cost us a result. We're through to the next round of the FA Cup. Like I say, I believe it's going to be drawn here, but we shall wait and see. I'll now go and play Tottenham and play Liverpool, or Liverpool then Tottenham, I guess, in that order, and we shall progress from there. I'm still waiting to be allowed to negotiate a contract again with Tyler Roberts, because he still won't sign a new deal. Hopefully we can get that deal done sooner rather than later, because if another club comes in for him on a pre-contract, I at present won't be able to counter with my own bid to try and keep him at the club. You can't praise numbers. Morale is a strategic aspect, and our morale is good. We're good all over the pitch as things stand, but that extra pre-contract signing will be welcomed should they arrive. Right then, time to play Liverpool in the first of two legs of the Carabao Cup semi-finals, and hopefully we can get ourselves a good first leg lead. Liverpool's 11: Alisson, Hoover, Kimpembe, Hermoso and Robertson, Sander Berge and Guendouzi and Valverde in midfield, with Firmino, Salah and Ousmane Dembele up top. Finally, it's been patched and there's no undefined. Strong 11 from them. Strong 11 from me. Tough game. Liverpool throw 5 minutes in. Hoover to Salah. Inside there to Guendouzi and Sander Berge. That's to Valverde, who I expect to be a real challenge to play against in their midfield. And he might have the option to set up something in their attack as well. And midfield partner Sander Berge fires the ball towards the top corner, but Stefan Engel says no, not in front of the Kop on this occasion. Saint-Maximin heads only as far as Mo Salah. And here's Ousmane Dembele again. Dinked in towards the back post. Engel gets there first. Malacia will chase. I've got the option down the line there in Donyell Marlon, and he'll get to that first. And he's turned brilliantly against Hoover. Now Raway, it was a poor second touch from me though. Trying to get away from him. And I need someone free in the middle. And there's Saint-Maximin, who doesn't get there. That pass needed to be perfect, and it wasn't. If it was, then certainly 1-0. Calvin Phillips, good first touch. Renato Sanchez into Donyell Marlon, around the corner looking for Tyler Roberts. And Alisson with the save is going to drop free. Roberts needs support. Here's Calvin Phillips. Calvin Phillips! Oh, buries it! What a goal! Hell of a finish from Calvin Phillips in front of the travelling away fans. We take a 1-0 lead in the Carabao Cup semi-final first leg. That's a mouthful. What a goal. What a finish. Right thing to do with Tyler Roberts when it fell back to him there, to not try and shoot instinctively And he's buried. Oh, he actually had to duck out of the way, that Tyler Roberts, as it was flying towards the top corner. That certainly would have hurt if that hit him square in the middle of the face. Duck out the way of it towards the top corner. Allison, no chance. Hell of a first goal. Let's go. Guendouzi giving away. That's poor. I nearly gave away myself there, to be fair. They do put some pressure on Liverpool when they lose possession. You can see how high Andy Robertson is there, and it's going to cause them issues with the pace of Jadon Sancho. Hermoso committed there too. Now, can I find the right ball? Again, another one that needed the perfect pass and didn't quite have it. Saint-Maximin to Jadon Sancho, but Robertson's back to get the clearance in this time. Firmino with a fancy touch. Militao outmuscles him, but fellow Brazilian fouls. Fellow Brazilian. Daniel Marlon trying to force him to go long, which they have done. And in doing so, giving away possession. Roberts, counter-attack is on. Guendouzi's won it back, though. Loose pass. And Ben White gets the better of Firmino on this occasion. Jadon Sancho is away again. Now, Daniel Marlon's got the edge on the defender this time. Now, if I can just keep him on side. Oh, it's gone to Saint-Maximin. That is wild from the Frenchman. Why would you use your weaker foot when you're in that much space? I don't know. Whether his attempt would have been on target with his right foot, I don't know. But it certainly would have stood a better chance of being on target if he used his stronger foot. And there's no reason why he shouldn't have there. Jadon Sancho quickly looking for Daniel Marlon, who's onside. Can't find Jadon Sancho again. I'm struggling with these passes to try and squeeze them through this Liverpool defence or past the Liverpool defence. It's just not quite working for me. Dembele can't get it off. Renato and Alisson came out this time and couldn't stop the goal from going in. Daniel Marlon is on a hot streak of goal-scoring form right now. He will not stop scoring. And we have a 2-0 lead. Valverde with a big switch. Do love their balls like that, don't they, the AI? Mo Salah. I'm quite happy for him to be on his right, because if he's on his left, I can get a block in. Saint-Maximin, he's struggling for stamina here. Oh, couldn't switch play quickly enough to get it off Mo Salah there with Calvin Phillips. Again, I'm quite happy for him to be on his right. Don't think the delivery is going to be good enough, as it wasn't. Saint-Maximin can't outmuscle Hoover. Calvin Phillips does take that away from Guendouzi, and legally so, although there was a clashing of shins there. I'll try to get through the gap with Saint-Maximin. Not quite got my passing on point in this game, have I? And again, Dembele into Mo Salah. Valverde, that cannon back off Ben White. Guendouzi to Valverde again. Oh! Post and wide. He's got quite a rocket on him, doesn't he, Valverde? I am going to have to take Saint-Maximin off at some point in this game because he's dead on his feet at the end of the first half. It's probably not going to last much more past half-time, to be fair. Mo Salah to deliver the ball into the middle and does so, but that should go out. I can't take any risks, though, because Dembele's quick and could keep it in, as we have done so there with Jadon Sancho. That should be us ending the half. Oh, it's a terrible pass. Leading the half by a 1-0. And that loose pass will not ensure that we do. Space for Ousmane Dembele. A flare pass from him. Salah turns. And I'm trying to deny him the opportunity to find someone. We could, if he goes backwards, hear the half-time whistle, and we do. White into Phillips. Adams. Forward to Renato. Inside there to Tyler Adams again. A third would certainly win us the game, but would it finish the tie? I'm not sure. Cool! Thumping from Daniel Marlon. He could have gone down when challenged and won us a penalty. He's done the right way. He's done the sportsmanship thing. The right sportsmanship thing by staying on his feet. Actually, the first contact was outside the box, so maybe that's why he continued to go. Hold off the defender, Hermoso, but that is a wonderful finish. So accurate from Daniel Marlon. His second goal of this game and now the Carabao Cup too. He's upwards of 10 goals so far this season, I think, Daniel Marlon. Almost certainly because of the way he's been scoring in the Premier League recently since Orlan has unfortunately been injured. I need to check and see how long it's going to take for he and Cunha to be back, actually. There you go, Engel, you can catch it. Because Orlan was on for the Golden Boot. At least he was leading the race ahead of Leroy Sané before his injury. Space here for Tyler Roberts. Palacios has gone to Barcelona, apparently. I'll lift this. And Tyler Adams. Oh, so unlucky. And Renato Sanchez doesn't pick up the flight of the ball for the rebound. Very nearly 4-0. I think Didn't we have... I'm having flashbacks. Didn't we have Liverpool in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup last year as well? And didn't we win the first leg by 3-0 on that occasion too? You guys will have to refresh my memory in the comment section. But I'm pretty sure we did. And then we ended up simming the second leg and comfortably getting through. I think we won the second leg by 1-0, didn't we? I'm almost certain of it. Alisson's come all the way out of his goal here. It's just, well, he played that pass accurately enough. Otherwise, it would have been a simple fourth for us. We're going to win the first leg of the Carabao Cup semi-finals and win it well. But I might not yet get my clean sheet. But I certainly hope that I do. Marlon could be in for a hat-trick yet, you know. He's got Hermoso with him. He's turned brilliantly. Roberts dropped the shoulder. Oh, it's well done. And all the way across here to Sancho. And it is 4. I can definitely sim the second leg now. We are storming back to the Carabao Cup final. That's all she wrote. That was even better than last season. I'm certain it was Liverpool we played in the semi-finals at this stage last year. It was 3-0 in the first leg on that occasion. It could have been oh so different if that first effort from Berger hadn't been well saved by Stefan Engel. It's not like Liverpool didn't create chances, nor have a lot of the ball. Just so clinical in front of goal. Brilliant finishing from Jadon Sancho, Donyell Marlon. And we're storming through to the final. And I would very much like to win it this year. Not that I didn't want to win it last year, but I got battered by 4-0 last year, didn't I, by Arsenal in the Carabao Cup final. And we won't do it as a one-game special this year because you guys preferred that it wasn't last year. I just had already recorded it by the time that you told me that. So I won't do a one-off special for the for the Carabao Cup final this year. I'm certain we're through now, though, to that final. We've got Spurs next, which we'll play, and then we'll sim the game against Brighton. We should have the FA Cup drawn on that next day, on that next free weekend, and then we can find out who we get there as well. We'll have 4 games in tomorrow's episode, as well as, hopefully, a pre-contract signing of your choosing. So I'm not going to record any more from this episode onwards until I've seen your feedback. I do tend to record as far ahead as I possibly can at any given moment because obviously I try and stream as much as possible as well. So we are live from the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Not that that fit on the graphic on the screen there. We'll see what Tottenham started. I can't be bothered to sit and wait here for that to go through. Whilst I'm here, I might as well just do this. Virginia in goal. De Vrij, Diallo, Nunez and Walker-Peters. Mora, Winks, Rabiot, Diaby, Munain, Osimhen. And you would imagine that Timo Werner is on the bench. So we'll wait for his introduction at some point. But I go into every game now pretty confident that we can win regardless of opposition. Unless it's AC Milan, of course. In which case, I don't stand a chance, apparently, on this season's experience. But, oh, look at the way Tottenham pushed there on possession loss. That will cost them this game if they keep that up for the entirety. Because we will certainly exploit gaps in their defence if they try and get that aggressive for a full 90 minutes. They might be able to catch me on the counter here. He's offside there, Osimhen. I'm sure of it. Thank you. We'll have that ball back. Kenny trying hard to hold off Victor Osimhen here. He's going to be really difficult to play against, I think. Oh, it's a lovely ball by McKennie through to Shackleton now. We're in behind here. I just need to find the right pass. Oh, he's returned it back to McKennie. Saved. And Adams. Oh, with an awful header. An awful header. Oh, Jesus Christ. Absolute 50p head. That has ballooned into the stand. Oh, that's disappointing. That was a really good opportunity to take a 1-0 lead there. Brilliant ball through by McKennie to Shackleton. And a good pullback too. Disappointed not to have given ourselves an early advantage there. Joel Morris back to Weston McKennie. Been a good signing for us, actually. You guys recommended a really good player for us. Jared Bowen back there to McKennie again. To Bowen again. Nice touch. And turn. Tyler Adams into the path of Jamie Shackleton, who won't get there ahead of the keeper. Osimhen. He's not too good with the ball at his feet, Osimhen. Not in my experience, anyway. Oh, they went for the cheeky sweat ball across goal. You're not Barcelona, lads. Doesn't quite happen that easily against me. Why did he not shoot? Inexplicable. Such a good opportunity to score a goal. Oh my God, Emerson, why would you not clear that first time like I asked you? Jeez, that was close. John Morris with some space to run into, though. We could, again, look for a good through ball. Oh, but Nunez has just read it well. Rabiot into Winks. Osimhen back to Rabiot again. Tottenham will not let up the pressure on my goal right now, but Tomori has done well there too. Swept forward by McKennie to Bowen. We'll knock that ahead of Tyler Adams. We'll go all the way out wide here to John Morris. And can we find Jamie Shackleton around the corner? The answer is no, but only because he's been destroyed by the defender. Mistimed is probably the least accurate word you could use. The ball's not even in frame before Jamie Shackleton's face is almost buried in the turf. Luckily for the defender, it was outside of the box. Oh! Did he save that? Or did that just hit the woodwork? They said turned onto the woodwork in commentary. I want to have a look at this. Jared Bowen runs up to it. Timed yellow. It's dipping under the bar. And that is a world-class save onto the post from João Virginia. Unbelievable free kick from Jared Bowen. I don't have a specialist from dead ball situations, but Jared Bowen does do really well when given the opportunity. That's a smart turn by Shackleton too. That'll fall to McKennie, who's onside actually. Tyler Adams was through that gap. I didn't really have much else on other than playing it all the way back to Emerson. And we don't have a goal to go 1-0 up. And somehow, Cooper's fallen over there. Osimhen will find Diaby, and we might yet have another goal-scoring chance at the other end. Quite stretched this game. Emerson gets just enough on that. Please win this. Osimhen has, and away please. Thank you, Emerson. Still it comes forward towards my goal though. Munayin, Diaby, Emerson is bouncing around between shins. Munayin, well done. Oh dear. This is getting particularly dangerous now. It just won't stop, Tottenham. Coming towards me. Bowen to Shackleton. This highlight feels like it's gone on forever. I'll use Tyler Adams first. At least that was the intention. Tyler Adams is here. And we'll go around the corner to Tyler Wright. And we'll lift it into the middle where, oh, Diallo will clear with a diving header. Emerson does well. Win this McKennie. Also, it said Reedvald there. Oh, it's going to be 0-0 at half-time. But it's been one of the most entertaining first halves we've played for quite a while, actually. There's been a lot of goalmouth action. So Morris could set us up again. And Virginia gets there for the umpteenth time today. Sessegnon down the line. He's come on at half-time here again for Tottenham. He was introduced for Lucas Moura in the first game against Tottenham this season. Rabiot has just run into Tyler Adams there, and this could be a pretty straightforward first goal if Bowen can get his turn in, which he has. And 98 finishing, he won't miss. Jared Bowen scores again for Leeds United. We signed him Christ knows how many seasons ago, and he's still doing the business for us. Was he our free signing at the end of season 1 into 2? It certainly was either at the end of season 1 or at the end of season 2 when he joined us. So he's been here. Well, he's one of my longest serving players, Jared Bowen, and he's still scoring important goals for us. We lead by 1-0 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Goal from the Etihad. City have scored a second goal. I'm not sure who they're playing. It's Southampton. So City are definitely going to win then, in which case that Jared Bowen goal could be absolutely vital in maintaining our lead at the top of the table. Our goal difference would actually take a hit against City's if it stays as is, obviously. But provided we keep matching their results, then our lead will remain and will stay top of the table. We do still have them to play next month. But the gap is good enough at the minute that we could lose that game and still stay top of the table, which is basically what I've been trying to aim for at the minute. Obviously, if we can stay at least 4 points clear of them and then beat them as well at the beginning of February, then that would be one hand on the trophy, you'd imagine. McKennie, looking for Bowen, but stubs his toe looking for the pass. 25 minutes to go. Still an open game, though, with just 1 goal in it, and Tottenham have been dangerous all game long so far. City have scored a third. We really do need to ensure that we get the victory here. Osimhen back to Diaby. 22 minutes to play. Here's Harry Winks over the top. He's used the pace of Diaby to their advantage. Catch that, tipped over the bar only by Engel. A corner for Spurs. Adrien Rabiot to take the corner on this near side. Got really good left foot on him. Diallo's header is outrageously good. Comes back off the post and Cooper will just get rid of it. No risks taken. What a header from Diallo. That was unreal. Coming back off the woodwork. Very nearly a stunning equaliser for Tottenham. Again, oh no, Tomori, I powered all the way up. All the way up with my X button there. Because I didn't want to just press B and clear it and have it go nowhere. So I powered all the way up with X and it still went nowhere. Thanks, game. Rabiot with another delivery. Who's going to win this one? It's going to drop. Sessegnon's shot is blocked. I'm trying to clear it and also not foul Osimhen in the process. Engel makes another save and Rabiot will try for a third time. 15 minutes to go. That one's not going to beat the first man. Shackleton clears. Can we please have a little bit of respite for my defenders? Sessegnon digs out the ball. Tomori with a much better header this time around. Diallo into Rabiot. Don't let him shoot from distance on that left foot. He could potentially score with it. Osimhen on his left. Engel saves again. Jesus Christ, give me a break, Tottenham. Osimhen going off. Timo Werner presumably coming on for them now. Looking at him and Brandon Cooper towards the back post. Shackleton away again. Here's Sessegnon into Harry Winks. Goal for Southampton. They pulled one back. Sessegnon has pulled one back and level for Tottenham. And it's been coming, hasn't it? I tried and tried and tried to get the ball away. Every time we clear it, it falls straight to a Tottenham man. And that's a great finish from Sessegnon. 9 lives Cats get. We used up probably about 15 lives in this game so far. And finally, Tottenham have their equaliser. And with City winning, that's going to close the gap. Can we get a last gasp winner and still get all 3 points? Through that gap for Tyler Wright. It's terrible from Tyler Adams. Oh, don't even think about it, Corentin. Tolisso in behind. Win this, please, Tomori. He's done just enough. A towel to Tomori again. Come on. This highlight is going to continue because it's not going to continue. I was going to try and play a 1-2 there. Fuck. We're going to draw against Tottenham. Or are we? Or are we? Tyler Wright. Come on, Weston. Push forward, mate. You've got the licence to do so. Don't just sit there deep. Look through that. No, the gap was there to play the ball into. Fuck. We are going to draw with Tottenham. Oh, Christ. So annoyed that we haven't been able to win this and hold out with that 1-goal lead. We might yet lose it if Diaby can find a good ball, which he can't do. So 1-1 draw against Spurs. I mean, I can't say that they didn't earn that point, can I really? No. They definitely earned that point. Southampton pulled one back, so at least the goal difference swing isn't quite as bad, but the point swing will be 2 in favour of Manchester City. We're still unbeaten, though, for 13 straight games in the Premier League. 2 very strong defences is what I'll say. I can't say that we should have won. We gave it our all in that game, and unfortunately, all of our defensive efforts weren't quite enough. Brighton on the horizon. The gap is 3 points now to City, and I'm sure the goal difference is still in their favour, despite the fact that we've opened that points advantage on them. We shall have a quick check before the game against Brighton and see what the situation is. Yeah, but only by 1 goal, but it is still in their favour. So actually, it's a lot closer than I thought it was, and we've got a full week till the game against Brighton. Now, can I offer Tyler Roberts a contract? I'm in the mindset now that I'm willing to almost give him anything he wants. I still can't offer him a deal. Please don't let anyone come and approach him on a free. In the meantime, the next round of the FA Cup has been drawn. Renato Sanchez wants to play, and you certainly will be playing in this one, mate, because I'm going to simulate it with my strongest possible team. Right, can I now offer Tyler Roberts a contract? I'm going to keep trying. Yes, right. I'm almost willing to give him a massive contract. £155,000. Right, good. How much have I got left? So what I was worried about was making sure I left myself enough money to be able to offer a pre-contract about, but we certainly have got enough of that then. We certainly have got enough left to do that. Okay, so I will wait for your feedback then with regards to these pre-contract players, and I shall do your bidding. But for now, let's end the episode with a simulated game at home against Brighton with our strongest possible 11. Let's get another strong 3 points, please. Oh, I wanted to see what Swansea were going to do, or have been doing, wasn't I? I meant to do that last episode, and I forgot. City immediately 1-0 up against Arsenal through Oussem Aouar. Saint-Maximin gives us a 1-0 lead after 19 minutes, though, which is great news. Hopefully, Arsenal can fight back, although I doubt it. Marlon gives us a 33rd minute second goal, and we're looking strong. Joel Morris off the bench, but then injured, which isn't good news. Injured just 4 minutes after coming off the bench for Jadon Sancho. He's going to last the full 90. Donyell Marlon grabs another, and we are going to win convincingly against Brighton. I'm not sure what the scoreline was between City and Arsenal, but we are ahead of them, and our goal difference is now better. So even if City beat us at the beginning, they were only won by a goal to nil. Even if City beat us next month, please don't be out for long, 7 days is fine. Even if City beat us, we will stay top of the Premier League table. Obviously, I'm going to try my hardest not to lose to Manchester City, but we shall have to wait and see how things progress. Right, tomorrow will be Crystal Palace, Scunthorpe in the FA Cup. Great draw for us. Liverpool and Leicester City. And I shall also make sure that I try and get the pre-contract signing of your choice for next season. Thank you very much for watching, boys. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe. Follow me on Twitch. I'll be streaming again tonight. And I'll see you over there.